Hey y'all, car chat time. I've been having some conversations with young women about relationships, and I was listening to a teaching today that kind of brought this particular thought up. And I remembered that I read this scripture, 2 Corinthians 6:14, just earlier in the week I read it. And it says, "Do not be unequally yoked with unbelievers." But when I was reading it, I was reading from the HCSB version. And usually it's my favorite version of the Bible. I do read different ones, though. I'll read the NIV, sometimes the New King James, just to kind of get a broader view, right? All different versions I'll look at. ASV, ESV, you name it, amplified. But HCSB said, "Do not be mismatched with unbelievers." And I had this thought that I don't like that wording, because the word mismatched, the first thing I think about when I think about being mismatched is my socks, right? Why are my socks not matching? Because I lose socks all the time. It doesn't have the same meaning, the same weight as the word yoked. And I realize that not everybody's going to understand that word, but hopefully, if you read something in the Bible you don't understand, you'll dig into it. You'll look up what the word means. But I'm going to tell you right now what the word yoked means in case you don't know. And then talk for just a second about being unequally yoked, okay? A yoke is something that was used by farmers years ago, before we had all of this, modern day equipment to farm with. And they would put this yoke on the shoulders, like the neck, shoulder, chest area of the oxen that would plow the field. And it would connect them together. And basically it would cause them to work together. And the thing that farmers had learned is that one ox, I don't know I think they're called ox when it's just one. One ox could plow a field alone. But when you put them together, it's not just that they can do double the work. It actually multiplies their ability, and they can do far more work than two individual oxen can do. When they're yoked together, it multiplies their ability and their power. But if you yoke a strong ox with a weak one, it's not a good situation, because the strong one's going to try to pull forward and the weak one can't keep up. The strong one has to keep stopping, slowing down, pulling the weak one forward, and they begin to expend their energy to do that. And they can't accomplish what they could even on their own. Now, you translate that to relationships, okay? And particularly thinking about relationships for Christians. A Christian who wants to do what the Bible tells us to do, right? We have a desire and a passion and a drive to fulfill the call of God on our life. We want to feed those who are hungry. We want to help those in need and win the world for Christ. If we yoke ourselves to someone who does not have that same goal, who does not want the same things, it will negatively affect our ability to accomplish them. On our own, we can accomplish them. That's why Paul said it's good for you to be alone. It's good for you to be single. But because of the desire of our flesh, we should marry, right? But we should marry someone whose desires are the same as ours, who wants to fulfill the call of God in their life. Because if you don't, it's going to be hard to do. And it's going to be hard for both of you. They have desires, right? And things they want to accomplish. You're pulling your way. They're pulling their way. And it just doesn't work. But when you have the same desires, when you want to accomplish the same goals, when you are equally yoked, you will accomplish far more together than you would have on your own. So what I want to share with the young women today who are not in relationships yet, who are not married, not engaged, maybe not even dating, but you're looking to be in a relationship because you want to one day be married, and that's okay. And listen, I'm not saying you got to be married. Like I just said, Paul said it's good to be single. It's okay to be single the rest of your life. You don't have to be married to be complete or to accomplish the things that God's called you to accomplish. But if that is your heart's desire, the first thing you need to think about is that person's heart's desire the same? Do not start dating someone who doesn't want the same things as you, because it's only going to make your life harder. It's only going to complicate life for you, and you will find it difficult to accomplish the things that God has called you to accomplish. I hope this has been helpful for you. You know, you can always comment questions, thoughts, and you can also reach out to me directly, message me. I will respond to you. I would love to answer your questions about that. Chat with you guys later.